What's up, everybody? We're here to discuss WWE's debut episode on Netflix of Monday Night Raw. The numbers are out, so we're here to talk about it, as well as an AEW star is potentially nearing the end of their contract and are just finishing up in the company. Also, we have an update on Becky Lynch's current status in WWE, so all that and more in this episode, so let's hop into it. As you can see, I have no lights set up. I'm going to try and do this in one take, do as little editing as possible because I've been having audio issues all day, camera issues all day. So I'm going to put all that past. We're doing this in one take. This is what you get. I'm sorry. We'll have better quality tomorrow, but I'm not going to fix it today. So thank you for staying with us and watching this episode. All right. So WWE on Netflix, and this is from Video Amp. Okay, Video Amp released the numbers in a joint press release with Netflix and WWE. So Raw rustled up 4.9 global views for Netflix's debut. It doesn't specify if that was watching live or not, but I'm gonna assume that's live watchers. It doesn't include people that went back and watched Tuesdays or Wednesdays for that matter, right? But that's how many people watched it globally when it was live, I'm assuming. It says the inaugural event on Netflix averaged 2.6 million households in the United States. So that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people watching a show live. I mean, right now, besides sports, besides football, there's not really many things pulling that many numbers. So this is good news for WWE and Netflix moving forward. Let me know, what did you guys think about the inaugural episode? I know a lot of people said that they wanted a little bit more matches. They didn't want to see the Hulk Hogan being booed. But this was a main event type show, right? It's a debut show. It's not going to be the norm. I expect there to be a lot more wrestling. As we already know, next week we have like 3 or 4 matches announced already. No superstars, no legends. So it's going to be going back to Raw the way it was previously, but instead of 2 hours, which we're getting 3 hours now. So I'm excited. All right. So we're going to talk about Becky Lynch and her update here. And this was from an interview with Seth Rollins with Chris Van Vliet on Insight. He discussed that his movie role being cut from Captain America Brave New World. And during that, he mentioned that Becky Lynch, his wife, is actually not taking a break. A lot of people assume that she's doing nothing and just taking time off, but she's out there hustling. She's out there working. She's got some projects coming out. She announced that she's got a Star Trek segment movie role that she's going to be in. She also announced that she's got other things going on, but Seth Rollins is not allowed to talk about those things just yet, but she is out there. I still do believe that she'll be coming back to the WWE at Royal Rumble. I mean, I understand that she wants to be an actress and all that stuff. In the interview, Seth Rollins also admitted that he does not like acting. He's a wrestler, but Becky Lynch loves acting. So I think that this is her way of like diddly-daddling in the acting world. She also was in the movie Eternals, but her role was cut short or cut completely from the movie, actually. So I expect her to, daddle in the movie acting roles, come back to WWE, and then go back out to acting. I mean, The Rock did the same thing, Batista, the list goes on and on of wrestlers turned actors. They come back, they leave, and then they come back, and then they leave. I mean, that's how it goes, especially with The Rock. I mean, he came back multiple times just to come back. He left to go do movies just to come back to the WWE, and he does that ever since. Same with John Cena, right? Actors and wrestlers. So hopefully we see her back at Royal Rumble. If I were to put money on it, I would say she's coming back at the Royal Rumble, but don't take my word for it. I mean, I'm sure we'll find out in a couple weeks. All right. So also besides that, AEW stars finishing up with AEW, and this, I mean, if you guys watched AEW Dynamite, you guys had the same questions that I probably had, right? We saw Will Ospreay, we saw Buddy Matthews. They had that great match, amazing match. Terrible storytelling, but we did get a match. And after the match, Will Ospreay gets on the mic. He pretty much says that, you and Brody King, you guys have the talent to be tag team champions or singles champions, and you don't need a leader. So when that happened, to me, I'm like, okay, so Malachi Black is going to be feuding with Will Ospreay probably, right? But it got me thinking, because the last time we saw Malachi Black, it made it seem like it was his last match. He like took the time to kind of say a bit goodbye to the crowd. That's how I took it as, okay? So he actually, and that's what everybody else thought. Everybody thought he was finishing up with the company and started some more rumors. He had to go take a video and post it online, shutting down those rumors, saying that his president is AEW, saying, he's not injured, he's not retiring, he's not on the shelf. He just wanted to take the time to acknowledge the crowd. But I've seen those things before. I mean, the same thing happened with Penta Cero Miedo, where he was just like on his way out of the company. Everybody's talking about him leaving. And then he goes online and says, my present is AEW, but my future, I don't know what that will be. I feel like the exact same thing is here with Malachi Black. I mean, there's been rumors of him being disgruntled and wanting out of the company. And I think he's going to get out of the company at this point. So I wasn't the only one that had those questions. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful had those exact same questions and try to dig in some information on the matter. To the people he spoke about this situation with Malachi Black, a lot of them said that he's either finishing up with the company or he's already done with the company. But I remember clearly, and I don't know if you guys remember, there was a time when Tony Khan was asked about this situation where if injury time was added on to Malachi Black's contract, Tony Khan said that he's under contract till 2027. So a lot of things are in the air. I still believe that he's on his way out of WWE. I mean, there's can only be so many kernels in the sand, right? There's so many breadcrumbs thrown out everywhere that are pretty much telling us he's leaving the company, right? But I don't just see him leaving. I think Buddy Matthews would be leaving to join Rhea Ripley, his wife or girlfriend. I would probably put money that Brody King is on his way out of the company as well. He puts on great matches, and I love the matches he's in, but he's just been stuck at this point in time on the totem pole of AEW, where he doesn't go up, he doesn't go down, he just puts in matches that are great matches, but they got to build something else for him. And I mean, after so many years, I mean, what do you do? What do you do? Right? That's the thing. Same thing could be said with Ricochet as to why he left WWE to go to AEW. And we're starting to see that a lot of those people in AEW are moving on to WWE. You got Ethan Page, Lexis King that are just stagnant, and they go and they flourish. Penta the same way. Obviously, we don't know where his career path is going to be, but as to right now, it seems like they're treating him very, very well. Just completely skipping NXT and going to WWE Monday Night Raw, most likely, because that's where we're seeing the vignettes. But let me know what you guys think. We did get to see some previews for next week's episode on AEW Dynamite. One of those things being Christian Cage and Hook. But before we talk about that, I do want to say, make sure you watch me and Adrian's live streams. We're live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right after wrestling, right after the last bell. Give us maybe like 5 to 10 minutes to prepare, and we'll be live streaming here on YouTube. So make sure you join us. We have a good time. We respond to all the comments. We have a good time with everybody. It's not just me and Adrian talking. We're very fan engagement. There's a lot of viewer engagement is what we do, right? So you guys want to talk, leave a comment. You don't got to super chat us or nothing. It's just leave a comment and we'll talk about it. Okay. So Christian Cage and Hook, we got that preview match for next week on AEW Dynamite. That feud has been going on for so long. It just seems like it's up and down, but we're finally getting hopefully the end of it right now, because we got to find out who attacked Hook's dad, right? Taz. But Christian Cage, Father of the Year. We actually had the chance to interview the real Father of the Year, because it isn't Christian Cage. The real father of the Year is none other than Heath Slater. And we had the chance to interview Heath Slater. Me and my boy Adrian, we had the chance to interview Heath Slater. And if you want to watch that interview, just watch this video right here. Thank you so much.